Question for you guys. What is the most fun that you could have with a cardboard box? Okay, wait. Let me rephrase that. Hold on. What is the most fun a photographer could have with a cardboard box? So if you've guessed box camera, congratulations, you get the prize. So in this video, I want to talk about just box cameras in general, kind of, shooting with box cameras, having fun with box cameras, not necessarily talk about one specific model, but just, box cameras in general. And later in the video, I'm going to go through how to load a box camera. If you guys need to jump to that part directly, I'll have a timestamp below. So if you guys are just getting started with shooting box cameras, there's just a couple things to keep in mind that might be helpful. One being, there is no focusing on these types of cameras. It's usually just a fixed focal length and a fixed focal distance. You just hold the box within your minimum focus distance to infinity. For an example, I know most of the box cameras that I've shot and the ones that I know of are usually your closest focusing distance is going to be between 8 and 10 feet to infinity. So you don't want to get any closer than 8 to 10 feet, or your subject kind of won't be sharp. And just a quick note on the sharpness. You're not getting 5-axis Sony stabilization on these things, okay? Basically, you're going to get a fairly sharp image in the center, and then the outside, most likely, is going to be kind of blurry. But me personally, that's totally one of the reasons I love shooting with these things and the images that I get out. Because it's not a perfect image. You have a feel to it. It's got a vintage feel. It's got like a little bit of blur to it. Definitely a cool vibe, when you compare to, just a modern digital camera, in my opinion. Now, because box cameras are just super simple, you're going to be a little bit limited in your exposures. Now, the one workaround that I've found for this is I'll throw a couple ND filters in my pocket, like a 1-stop, a 3-stop, a 6-stop, and then depending on the conditions, because sometimes, you're not going to shoot a whole roll in one lighting condition. So this way, you have a little bit of flexibility and leeway there. Maybe a point and shoot, okay, and an automatic point and shoot, but whatever. We're not talking about those. We're talking about box cameras. I almost got caught in a tangent because I'm not going off a script. And you think of something and off you go. Here you weave another conversation of whatever. That almost happened. So I don't want to waste your time. Back to box cameras. Box cameras. Box cameras. Box cameras. Box cameras.
Cardboard box.
First thing you want to do is pull out the side advance knob. Because, when it's pushed in, it actually locks the inside film carrier into the box. Release the latch or the lock that will allow access to the inside of the camera. Inside the outer box is going to be a film carrier. Let's remove this. So take this empty spool and we're going to swap it to the take-up side. Insert your new roll of film to that load side, and then we're going to pull the film over the projected area and we're going to thread into that take-up spool and just kind of give it a little start, roll it up just a few turns. We're going to reinsert that loaded film carrier back into the outer box and close the door. While pushing and turning at the same time, that advance knob should lock into place. Then you just want to advance until you see numbers, and it's always a good idea to I put some electrical tape over this, so this way there's definitely no chance of any light getting through. Now, while this is just kind of like a general overview on how to load box cameras, I did like a step-by-step walkthrough on the Ansco Sure Shot, so if you're interested to see that, I'll go ahead and link that below as well. Now, if you guys haven't shot with a box camera before, totally would recommend it. I mean, they're really a blast. These things, they're easily found too at any thrift store, your Goodwill, probably your grandmother's attic. You know what I mean? If you go up and say, hey, Pops, or hey, Grandma, can I have your camera? They would be all too thrilled than to have you shooting with the old family camera. So these things are just a blast. They're super cheap at any store. And the cool thing is, like, they're so simple. They work just as good now as they did back then. So anyway, that pretty much wraps it up for me. Lately, I've been just on a box camera kick, and I thought it would be cool to shoot a video about it. I don't know if you guys have a favorite, if you guys have shot with these things. You know, I'd love to hear what your favorite is. I gotta say, so far, out of everything I've shot, I think the Ansco Sure Shot is my favorite. Now, I haven't shot a Zeiss, the icons, and I've kind of seen a couple on eBay. I have my eye on a few of those, so they look just awfully neat. But yeah, I'd love to hear, you know, if you guys have a favorite, what that is. I hope everybody's well, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And until next one, we'll see you.